Also, another witness to this is the Greek historian Theopompus from the 4th century BC. He states that Quirinus was first over Macedonia. Alright? But like I said, many of you confuse this when it says Philip first over Greece. Well, that's Greece. Philip went and united Greece. He didn't unite the Spartans. And we're going to get to the Spartans on the next lesson. But it was Greece that was united under Philip the Macedonian. Alright? You should be able to understand that now. But let's get back to Haman. There's still an issue of the Septuagint, why they're calling Haman a Macedonian. Let's read under Haman in Wikipedia. Get that article under the section entitled Septuagint.
This is under the title Septuagint. Haman is called a Macedonian by Xerxes. Scholars have two different explanations for this naming. Number one, Macedonian was used to replace the word Mede. Therefore, while he also says that there was no Persian blood in him, the Persians and the Medes co-ruled an empire and that they didn't like each other.
Now that's that first theory that the scholars have concerning that. That's kind of speculative, but read the second one.
This is number two. Another opinion is that Xerxes was calling him a Macedonian spy, which would make sense because of his insistence of causing civil war within Persia between the Jews and the Persians. Xerxes had led an attack on Greece at the Battle of Thermopylae around this time, making anyone Greek very suspicious looking.
Right. So, and that lines up perfectly with the scriptures, with the account in Esther chapter 16 in the Apocrypha. As a matter of fact, let's pick it back up. With that in mind, let's pick it back up in Esther chapter 16 and read from verse 10 on down to verse 14.
Verse 10, For Haman, a Macedonian, the son of Amalekites, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood and far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger received of us, had so forth obtained the favor that we should toward every nation, as that he was called our father.
Now he was called their father. Now this dude was a Greek. He would have stood out like a sore thumb. If he was a bloodline Macedonian, he would have stood out. And during that time, according to history, they were going at it with the Greeks. So why would they call him their father? But read on.
And was continually honored of all men, as the next person unto the king.
He was second in line unto the king. Go ahead.
But he, not bearing his great dignity, went about to deprive us of our kingdom and life, having by manifold and cunning deceit sought of us the destruction, as well as Mordecai, who saves our life, and continually procured our good, as also of blameless Esther, partaker of our kingdom, with their whole nation.
So with his manifold and cunning deceits, he sought the destruction not only of the Persians, but also of the Jews. So he was trying to kill two birds in one stone. Go ahead.
There's the main point. For by these means he thought, finding us destitute of friends, to have translated the kingdom of the Persians to the Macedonians.
Right. So he wasn't being loyal to the Persians when he was being called their father, even though it says he was not of their blood. He was not related to them, but they called him their father. So of course he was a citizen. He was second to the king and called their father. But then he goes and acts deceitfully and seeks to not only take out the Jews, but also transfer the kingdom over to the Macedonians. You know? So he wasn't being a loyal Persian. He was being a Macedonian. And I would have called him a Macedonian also.
A traitor.
He was a straight up traitor. You know? But you see what they did to him. They took him out and his sons. So that was the last of the Amalekites, according to scripture and history. You show me some Amalekites that are around. Yes, Amalekites are Edomites, but they've been wiped out. All right? And there's no way that these Amalekites, or that you can equate a son of Agag or a descendant of Agag to a Macedonian. When they were wiped out, as they were being wiped out, the Macedonians were over there thriving. So it doesn't add up.
There's no link.
There's no link. And it's already been explained to you why Septuagint Esther doesn't coincide with Masoretic Esther. You're taking two translations that don't match and then trying to connect them and come up with a bloodline relation. It doesn't work that way. You know? So where that goes, you know, as far as that goes, that's a total swing and a miss. All right? So that's it on that. And the next lesson, we're going to address another topic that's in the book of Maccabees concerning the Lacedaemonians. And we're going to debunk that false claim as well. So stay tuned. And with that, we'll say shalom.
Shalom.